This is Stacy Rucker, and I'm Assistant Dean for Academic Affairs, Student Affairs, and Diversity. And the purpose of this presentation is to review the exam rules and procedures for JD students. This is the exam schedule for the fall 2018 semester for our first-year students. All students may access the entire exam schedule with room numbers on the registrar's webpage. Unless otherwise noted, all exams begin at 9:30. On exam day, I encourage you to set 2 alarms to ensure that you do not oversleep and eat a healthy breakfast before you arrive to campus for your exam. If you arrive late for an exam, you will not be given additional time to complete your exam. You will just have to start once you get here, but you will not be given any additional time. When you come to campus, be sure to bring with you your UC ID or a valid license, your computer and a power cord, permitted course materials as set forth by your professor, and you may also bring water, coffee, or light snacks to have with you during the exam. The college will provide the exam, blue books in case you decide you want to write your exam answers, scantrons and pencils for multiple choice questions, and earplugs. If you want to use earplugs, you may only use UC-issued earplugs during your final exam. You should have limited movement once the exam begins. You may take reasonable breaks to go to the restroom, but you must leave your exam materials in the classroom. You should avoid conversations during this break as it could give an impression of impropriety. You should leave the classroom quickly and quietly and return in the same manner. If you finish the exam early, you should submit your exam answer and all accompanying materials to the registrar's office. Once there's 10 minutes left before the exam is to end, the proctor will re-enter the room and make an announcement that there are 10 minutes left in the exam, and then a 2-minute warning. Once the proctor re-enters the room, you may not leave the exam, even if you have already completed it. You must wait until the proctor says the exam period is over. Starters must finish exams. You cannot start an exam, even if you get sick, and then ask, can you come back and finish it later? So once you've opened the exam, you have started and you must finish. Post-exam. You must stop writing, typing once the proctor announces time has ended. The proctor will give very detailed instructions that you must follow carefully to submit your exam and to make sure you submit it on time. After the exam ends, you will be asked to provide contact information of how you can be reached within the next couple of hours, as that's when we will be uploading exams and printing them out. If we have an issue printing your exam, we will contact you and ask you to come back to campus with your computer so that we can retrieve your exam answer from your computer. Remember the quiet period after you've taken an exam. You may not contact your professor with any questions about the exam because you may compromise the anonymous nature of law school exams, and the professor may know who you are, which would potentially give an unfair advantage. So please do not contact your professors once the exam has ended. Indeed, at the end of every exam, you will sign an honor code pledge slip, pledging that you did not receive help or assistance on this exam, nor did you see anyone else accept assistance on the exam. In fact, let's look at select honor code provisions as we prepare for the exam period. Section 2.01 of the honor code deals with cheating on examinations. Section 2.06, compromising anonymous grading, and I gave you an example of that by contacting the professor after the exam with questions could potentially violate Section 2.06. And then Section 3.00 relates to our duty to report violations of the honor code, suspected violations. And that's why at the end of every exam you have to sign that pledge slip saying that you did not see anyone else commit an honor code violation during the course of the exam. In case of illness or family emergency, you should contact the registrar's office at 556-0070. You must make this contact before the exam begins, and for you to take the exam on one of the deferred dates, you must provide documentation of the illness or family emergency. So, we discussed a bit about the anonymous grading. This anonymous system requires you to use a 4-digit number instead of your name to identify your examination. You will receive a different exam number for every exam you will take this semester, and you must bring your exam number with you to every exam and ensure that you are using the correct number. Your exam numbers will be available for pickup from the registrar's office beginning Monday, November 26th, every day next week, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. To receive your anonymous numbers, you must submit 2 forms. First, the character and fitness update form, and then the requirements for use of laptop computer forms. We discussed a bit about the character and fitness update form during orientation. You have a duty to update information related to character and fitness every semester. This information is only used for processing state bar forms and to show that we are in compliance with the ABA's mandates related to this issue. Disclosures that you already made in your admissions application do not have to be disclosed again. You may request a character and fitness update form via our website, or you may obtain a hard copy of one from the registrar's office. The requirements for use of laptop computers requires you to download the Exam 4.0 software, which is the software that we use for exams here at the College of Law. You can download this software from our website beginning Friday, November 23rd at midnight. You should also complete and submit a practice exam so that you can familiarize yourself with Exam 4.0 software. You must also agree to handwrite your answers in the event of a malfunction with your computer or the software. And then you submit the requirements for use of laptop computers on exams, which can be accessed from the registrar's webpage, or you may obtain a hard copy of the document from the registrar's office. This concludes the presentation on the rules and procedures for exams. Should you find that you have any questions at all, please feel free to stop by my office or email me at stacy.rucker@uc.edu. Best wishes on your final exams, and I'm rooting for you all to do very well.